Rob Crabbe wakes up from an incredibly vivid dream involving a beautiful girl. The dream feels so real and so intense that when his mother walks into his room, she is completely shocked by what she sees. Burning with shame, Rob rushes downstairs, hoping to escape to school without any further discussion. Unfortunately, that plan fails immediately when his father asks him to stay and talk. Rob's father explains that after losing the election for school president, he can no longer ignore his son's failures. He reminds Rob that today is his important college interview and gives him his old swimming bandana, asking him to wear it for luck. On the way to school, Rob is joined by his equally awkward friend Stanley. Stanley enthusiastically shares his own morning fantasies, but reality quickly sets in as they arrive at school. At school, they meet Arthur, a nerd who writes lesson plans for teachers in exchange for money, and Gabrielle, Rob's close friend. Together, they gossip about the annoying intellectual contestants from their favorite quiz show. This group is not respected at school at all, and the volleyball players make sure to prove it. They humiliate Rob by pouring human waste all over his pants in front of everyone. For Rob, this is an absolute disaster. Stanley promises to help him find clean clothes before the interview, but all he manages to find is a pair of shorts, leaving Rob no choice but to wear them. Trying to cheer him up, Stanley suggests Rob relax in the bathroom and think about the hottest girl in school. At that exact moment, Angela herself approaches and asks Rob to tutor her after school. Rob panics and makes an excuse about being too busy, sending Angela away. Stanley can't understand why Rob would turn her down, but Rob doesn't want to cancel his plans with Gabrielle or miss watching their favorite quiz show together. In literature class, the boys are completely mesmerized by their warm-hearted teacher. Rob, however, focuses on his notes, nervously preparing for his interview. Right in the middle of class, Rob is called out. Taking a deep breath, he walks off to face what could decide his future. Gabrielle volunteers to walk him to the vice principal's office, chatting casually about the latest episode of their quiz show. The vice principal greets Rob warmly, pretending not to notice the strange shorts he's wearing. The vice principal takes Rob's notes, which include a crude drawing made by Stanley, and throws them away, encouraging Rob to just be himself. As soon as Rob mentions that his parents graduated from Georgetown, the vice principal suddenly breaks down in tears, thinking about his late wife. Every question triggers the same emotional collapse, and Rob even lends him his father's bandana to wipe his face. None of it helps. The interview is a complete failure. In the hallway, Rob runs into Angela and tells her he has changed his mind and can tutor her after all. He doesn't have the courage to tell Gabrielle the truth, and instead lies, saying he's just not in the mood for the quiz show. After school, Rob and his friends go to a pharmacy to prepare for his meeting with Angela. Overconfident, Rob buys 3 extra-large packs of protection, convinced he's ready for anything. At Angela's house, Rob is briefly distracted by a strange visitor, but his excitement remains high. Angela invites him inside, offers him wine, and casually mentions that her parents aren't home. Just as things escalate and Angela takes control, Rob suddenly wakes up in his bed. He's in the exact same state as that morning, and everything begins again. The awkward conversation with his parents repeats word for word. The stained bed sheets, the bandana, and even Stanley's dumb story on the way to school all happen exactly the same. Arthur and Gabrielle repeat the same phrases, and Rob realizes this is no coincidence. He is reliving the same day over and over again. At first, Rob assumes it's just extreme déjà vu, but when the interview fails again in the exact same way, he starts to panic. He goes to the nurse's office for help, but decides to figure things out on his own after seeing how others are treated. He repeats the cycle again, forgetting to warn Gabrielle, and ends up back in his bed once more. Day after day, the loop continues. Exhausted, Rob listens as Stanley suggests the problem is hormonal and that losing his virginity might fix everything. Rob notices that each reset happens after a specific final moment. He tests his theory using an adult website, and it works. The loop restarts. His nerves begin to break. When athletes spray him with water again, Rob snaps, smashes a wall, and runs from the older students. Cornered, Rob humiliatingly drops his pants in front of everyone to reset himself. The next loop, he starts changing things, skipping his father's talk and arriving at school in ridiculous ways. Instead of class, Rob and Gabrielle sneak onto a school bus to smoke, sharing a cigarette and reminiscing about how they met in 3rd grade. Rob feels guilty for repeatedly choosing Angela over her. Deciding to enjoy the chaos, Rob breaks rules, eats donuts, ignores the interview, and even fulfills his dream of using the teacher's bathroom. He pushes things further by testing his teacher's kindness in front of the class. Eventually, he goes too far and provokes Sally, who has bullied him since 4th grade. She retaliates with a brutal hit, and Rob is sent to the principal's office. The principal informs Rob that police and his parents are on their way. Desperate, Rob tries to reset again, leading to an explosive and scandalous escape attempt. Nothing works properly anymore, and Rob becomes emotionally numb. He realizes he doesn't actually want college, Angela, or any of the expectations placed on him. Rob finally tells Gabrielle everything, hoping she will believe him. Though skeptical, she tries to help, but another fight sends Rob back to the beginning once again. This time, Rob confesses everything to his friends at school. Stanley realizes that Rob must be making the same mistake repeatedly, and the loop won't stop until it's fixed. Rob decides to face everything honestly. He tells Angela the truth and realizes she never truly liked him. She only wanted help with homework. Rob's father finds out about the failed interview and insists they try again. During the second interview, Rob finally admits that he doesn't know what he wants, except that he keeps thinking about Gabrielle. Rob goes to Gabrielle's house and confesses that nothing happened with Angela. When Gabrielle tries to reset him, Rob stops her and openly declares his love. They decide to stay together and face the next day honestly. This time, the curse is broken, and Rob doesn't disappear. For the first time, Rob stays present, lying beside Gabrielle as the loop finally ends. The strange curse is lifted, and the movie comes to a close. That's the end of this bizarre and awkward film. Thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe.